Hi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Laura.
I'm Cecilia.
And this is the Yarn Mews podcast.
It is indeed.
Once again.
Yes.
We crack ourselves up.
We came back. Just like the cat.
The cat came back. My kids loved that song. Because we always made it silly. Really silly.
Sillier than the dead cat coming back? It is
well, yeah,
hilarious.
because that's not silly. But why the cat came back, how the cat came back, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's been a couple of weeks.
It has.
We're now shooting this on Mondays, which means I don't have to wake up early. Love it.
I still wake up early.
Yeah, well,
that's
her
life.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of your problem.
No, it's not. It's not my problem at all. What are you talking about? I have no idea. Yeah, so what you working on, Cecilia?
I am working on an antler.
Just an antler? One antler from a deer?
No, an antler, the sweater. It's the name of the sweater is Antler. Doesn't have the in front of it or anything.
It's antler cardigan.
Whatever. It's an antler. And I have one sleeve done. Please note how long this sleeve is, because this is my granddaughter's arm. I put it on her. It fit her perfectly.
Yay.
And that doesn't include the yoky part. So please note her sleeve is almost as long as my arm. So yes, she has long legs.
Yeah, she's gotten tall.
She's tall and willowy. I don't know where it all
I mean,
comes from.
I know how tall her mom is. How tall was her dad? Is her dad? He's still alive, so
Yeah.
never mind. That was. Huh?
I don't know, a little bit taller than Serena. He wasn't like a giant.
Yeah.
I don't know where this comes from. I don't know, maybe she's part giant. I don't know.
Did they
Maybe she's
did
like
they do that
Hagrid.
test when she was 2, or did they do that thing where when she was 2 and they measured her and they said, "Oh, this means she'll be twice as high as she is now." That's
I
tall.
don't remember that,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have been there for that because
And it doesn't matter
I
because
didn't-
it's such a
no.
it's
And
bogus anyway.
Yeah, I never went to any doctor appointments. That would be
Yeah.
my daughter and my husband. That would be their job.
Although I will say, both of my boys have ended up really tall, and I think it was kind of accurate for them, but for girls, not so much. So.
Yeah, girls are, they're a wild card. Girls
Always.
gone wild card.
No, there's something wrong with that. Don't say that.
Whatever. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I'm
What
working
you
on.
working on?
I'm working on FF Backward.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on the ribbing on the front for the 4th time. Okay, here's my problem.
You don't know how to do ribbing?
No, there's nothing. I did it perfectly each time. The ribbing has looked fine. The length of the sweater has not been fine. Actually, the ribbing was off the first time because there's a little patterning to the ribbing that I forgot was there. And so I just did plain ribbing. I'm not even actually at the ribbing yet. I have the striped section and then the ribbing. And I forgot that there was patterning. So that was the first rip out. The second rip out, I don't remember exactly what the second rip out was. The third rip out was because the front was too long. Because for some reason I counted the back, the rows on the back, but I kept thinking I can't count them on the front because of the shaping of this sweater. So
You just kept knitting until
No.
you felt like quitting?
So if you look at the shaping, you get this weird fold over effect here, and you've got these things coming down. So I kept thinking, well, I can't count because the back is actually longer than the front. But I could have counted from the cast on right here at the armhole.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not sure if that's how I counted on the back. And that's what I kept thinking. And so then I ripped it out. I counted. See, you can see these little markers here. I counted the stitches. And I went to where I thought it was and then redid the ribbing, the striping and ribbing. And then I went to sew it together for the second time, and I went, crap. These are all right, obviously, but then there were 9 additional rows here that I, for some reason, didn't put a marker in and count it. So I had to rip out a third time, and reknit it a 4th time. Now it will work. I mean, I've sewed up to within a couple of rows of the end, so I know it's the right length. Oh my God. Can't believe it. On size 3s and 2.5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the problem with the green and white
I
sweaters.
know.
As much
And
as
my
I kind
straight-
of like to have one, it's like, man,
Yeah.
as soon as
And my
I mess
strafe
it
and
up-
track is just sitting there because I just,
tired of it all?
I just can't deal with it right now. I just can't. I gotta finish this one and then perhaps, oh look, they even counted for me, 92 rows.
So you could have just followed the pattern? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Oh my God. You know, sometimes when you're an expert knitter, you think you know it all.
Do you never see that little thing where it says, read your pattern ahead of time?
Oh,
She's
I
going
was
to say swear words
about
at
to
me.
say,
That's what she
Yeah.
does. She swears at me all the time. People think she's really nice, but she's vicious.
you know, really, she's the only one I swear at. And it's like once every 2 weeks, so. Okay, maybe once a week.
Yeah.
I don't know. And usually it's kind of in jest, usually. Today it would not have been. No. So, yeah, okay. All right, so moving on, I am determined, after I finish this ribbing and sew up the side seams, then I just have to pick up stitches around here, and I think it's 6 inches, but I will check my pattern,
That's a good idea.
in this stripe pattern for
Well,
the
that'll be
sleeves.
cute.
Yeah, so, and then, you know what I thought? So, I really want to sew something, and not that I don't have tons of fabric at home and tons of patterns already, but have you heard of the 100 Acts of Sewing?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so 100 Acts of Sewing is this woman who's also a knitter. She's Mason Dixon. She has on their blog, she has a regular column that she does. And I can't remember what it's called, but she is half Filipino, half Australian, I think. And she talks about how she was always, you know, the half-breed, that's the term that she used, and never fit the, you know, the beautiful people, population, whatever the popular people were where she was growing up. And so she was always looking for ways to express herself and find herself. And so she's developed this really eclectic way of dressing, and I love it. I love it. It's just lots of colors and lots of patterns. And on the Mason Dixon knitting blog, she always has a knit item on, and then various things that she's sewn in this 100 Acts of Sewing. So 100 Acts of Sewing, she decided that she would sew 100 items in a year. And she developed a few patterns, just some basic patterns. There's this basic pants pattern, a basic short sleeve top pattern, a basic long sleeve top pattern. They're all really,
Like a dress.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, like a
Tunic
pinafore kind of dress, and then a long sleeve dress. I think that's all the
Yeah,
patterns
there's
are.
only like 5 or 6.
Yeah, but I was thinking it'd be really fun to make some black and white polka dot pants to wear with this.
That would be fabulous. You
And
should do that.
That would be so me.
It would be her.
I have lots of polka dotted fabric at home because I really love polka dots, but I don't have any black and white polka dots. So
What?
I'd probably have to find some, which I think I know where I'd go. Treadle.
Treadle has it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or if they don't
have
have-
my class at Treadle, so my upcycling class. I'm very
Fun.
excited.
If they don't have it at Treadle Yard Goods, then I look at marcytilton.com because I love her fabrics too. I almost bought some fabric from her last week. And then I thought, no, I'm not gonna do it because I can go to Treadle, who's local, and get some fabric there, and I just haven't gotten there yet. And I really shouldn't buy any more fabric because I have something cut up that needs to be
Put sewing
finished
together.
sewing. It's a long duster coat, and I've got the front and back on, and either one or both of the sleeves, so.
Well, there can't be much left then.
Well, the part that I hate about sewing the most is the hemming.
No, that,
It used to be the cutting. I'm over that.
I don't like the cutting. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's really-
It's kind of the hemming. Because there's a lot of folding and pressing and, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the results, and I really should take a fit class from
From Treadle?
Treadle, because this is a Marcy Tilton pattern, and she sizes very large, and I need to be able to look at. So the duster will be fine. It's just a duster. It's not like it has to fit perfectly.
Yeah.
But when I put it on, I can tell that
They're
it's going to
down
be
low.
down low instead of up here, which is probably a better look. So I should take a fit class from Treadle.
You should.
I just have to find the time.
Yeah, well, it's not like you're doing anything.
Yeah, no. Not at all. Speaking of fit classes, though, this is a good segue into, we have our made-to-measure class coming up, our made-to-measure workshop with Jean DeCoster of Elemental Affects. And we've postponed it. Originally, it was going to be this weekend, and we just realized we got it out way too late to do that.
Yeah.
So we've moved it to the the second weekend in December, because the
Seventh,
first is
yeah.
on the first. I mean, the first is a Saturday. The first is on
Yes,
the first,
oddly
just
enough,
really?
in December, we're actually going to celebrate the 1st of December on the 1st.
Yeah,
Not like most months.
Yeah,
We're
so-
on the 2nd.
that would be the weekend right after I got back from Europe, and I just decided, I think I'll be a little tired.
Probably.
So, we're gonna do it the next weekend, the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And
Yes.
I'm sure we've talked about this on the podcast before, but Jean is gonna do, on Friday night, the 7th, she's gonna do a fit and style workshop. So what you do is everybody who comes brings in a sweater that they love to wear, and a sweater that they like. It's in their closet, but it doesn't look good on them. And Jean is going to talk about why these items look good on the person that brought them or not good. And everybody will get an idea of, just kind of fit things and style things, and what works on different body types, and what length is good on a certain body.
Yeah.
I remember when she was here for the Knit Swirl workshop, and I really knew exactly which one I was going to do from the book, from the Knit Swirl
Me too.
book, and she said, that one's going to make you look like a football player. And she had all the sweaters here, so I put it on, and everybody in the class was like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
And she said, this one will look much better on you, and I put it on, and everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So she just has an eye for that kind of stuff, and
That is pretty
so
amazing.
she's gonna come and do that on Friday evening, and then on Saturday and Sunday she's gonna teach the made to measure workshop. And this is a made to measure sweater that we actually took the measurements of this mannequin and had Shelley here at the store knit this based on those measurements. She plugged those measurements into the made to measure pattern, and she had done a big gauge swatch, and she measured her gauge swatch and plugged that information in, and then a custom pattern was generated for this mannequin.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see this because it's dark. I hope you guys can see it better than it looks like you're going to be able to see it. But it's a basic crew neck. There's nothing super special about it, but there are different things that you can do within the pattern, like Shelley's left a little split seam here. You could do that. These are 3/4 sleeves. You could do full length. You could do short ones. You could do more ribbing.
I believe you can do a V-neck too.
There's a V-neck version as well. So anyway,
Plus
you
this
can.
yarn is lovely.
Yeah, and this yarn is Elemental FX Cormo, which is a breed of sheep, Cormo. And Shelley did ours in the sport weight version, but there's also a worsted weight version.
Which looks like this.
Yep. I mean, they look exactly the same, except one's thicker.
Yes.
We've had a couple of people who have signed up for the class choose the worsted, and a couple that have chosen the sport weight. Worsted, obviously, you're gonna hopefully be able to knit it faster. Sport weight's a little thinner fabric, and some people like that because they run warm. So, you know.
I find that when I'm wearing a sweater, that I'll have a shirt underneath it, and then it gets to be too hot
Right.
if it's worsted. Although, I mean, this would be
Oh, and
fine
I
for
forgot to say there is a
worsted.
cardigan version
Yes.
as well.
Although for this, for worsted, be okay. You know, there's sweaters that are like worsted color work.
Yeah.
And all I can think was like, oh my god, I can't imagine how hot that would be.
Yeah, well,
two
double
layers,
layers, yeah.
2 layers
Yeah.
of worsted weight on your body.
Right.
You know, so, but anything thicker than worsted I
Yeah.
wouldn't do.
So, yeah, that's coming up. You can register online or call us here, and we're happy to talk to you more about it.
Yep.
I'm not a plain sweater person, but I'm actually kind of tempted to make this too.
I think it'd be fabulous.
Yeah.
I would love to make it.
So,
So
I'm surprisingly not really a purple person either, but this color's
this color's
really
awesome.
nice. And then if you have something underneath it that's that color, how about a pair of pants, 10,000X of sewing pants in that color? That'd be fabulous.
Or, you know, you could probably just put a stripe in it.
I was gonna say, Jean does have striped versions that I think she'll be bringing along with
Yeah,
her, so
I mean-
that'd be fun too.
Yeah. Just a little stripe in there and pop it.
Yeah.
Or some
and,
corrugated rib, 'cause I love
worsted weight
corrugated
instead
rib.
of fingering.
Yes.
Yeah, corrugated ribbon would be nice too. So, anywho, that's the scoop on that. What else? I have a whole list of things to talk about. So
Yeah,
let's see.
read the list.
You know, I could just go down the list. Why
Good.
not?
What?
Hey, do you like my new glasses?
Doesn't
I
she
just
look
got
like Harry
them.
Potter? Well, she needs a little scar up there.
Thank you, Cecilia.
I thought that's why you got them.
No, I got them because they're just cool and funky.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, Shane has a Harry Potter scar.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
I've never noticed.
Right here.
Huh.
She had a brain tumor or something when she was born.
Really?
Yeah.
That explains. No, I'm just joking.
That's okay.
I'm really just
she
joking.
doesn't watch this.
All right, so last podcast we said we were giving this away, which we are.
Which we are. We're not just pretending.
And the winner chicken dinner is Meredith Matson. I know you've won before, but you win again.
You are
So-
lucky. Go buy yourself a Powerball ticket. It's
Right.
like $1 billion. That's the other one. It's over $1 billion.
Yeah, and then for this time around, because we're doing this Elemental FX Cormo and made to measure, we're going to give away a skein of another Elemental FX yarn. This is Civility Worsted.
It's
This
beautiful.
is a 70% U.S. merino and 30% mulberry silk. Elemental FX is a United States company out of California, and they use primarily U.S. bred sheep in their yarns. So, anyway, it's a pretty,
I believe
pretty
a lot
one.
of their merino comes from that place in Montana.
Could be
I met those ladies.
the Imperial Yarn Ladies. Is that what you're talking about?
No, they're in Washington.
Yeah, you're right.
No, it's like they're called like Montana Merino or something like that.
Oh, that's a good name.
Or something like that. I don't know. I talked to them when I was out at the Interweave Yarn Fest the one year. They're very nice ladies. I mean, not that I bought anything. 'cause
Oh,
merino.
I just realized I did something wrong again.
What?
Oh my freaking God. Okay, wait a minute.
You know, maybe you should get a new project.
Oh my God. Well, at least this time it's only 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 rows. This project is going to kill me, but you know what? I am determined. Okay, actually, it's not 7. It's only 5.
Well, that's good then.
Yay me! Okay, let's talk about something else. Since I'm not going to be knitting on this, apparently, because I have to rip out some rows.
The things, Vanna.
So this weekend, I started cleaning out my closet because we're having our master bathroom redone and our bedroom painted and new carpeting, and I have to clean my closet out so they can paint the inside of my closet and put the new carpet in. And so, yeah, so my husband emptied out his whole closet this weekend, but I have another weekend to go. He was going to be out of town next weekend, so he had to get his done. So, which was really fun when I came home on Saturday night and I saw all of his crap laid out on our bed. I was like, where am I going to sleep? Don't worry, I'll get it done. Okay.
Were you at the game?
No, we were watching the game that night, but anywho, so I started cleaning my closet yesterday, and I decided as I was pulling sweater after sweater after sweater out that I should maybe count how many sweaters / other garments, not shawls. I didn't count any shawls.
No.
Which I think there were maybe 10. I don't know. But I counted all the garments, and then I opened up the cedar chest and counted the garments in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't count any of the sweaters that I had knit for my husband, which he never wears, and I don't make sweaters for him anymore. He's going to offer them to my sons.
Oh, that'd
One of
be
my
nice.
sons said, no, I don't wear sweaters either. Maybe my other son will wear them. I don't want to throw them away or give them away. Even though, you know, homeless people could get more use out of them than
Probably.
I
That
know.
would be
It's
nice.
really hard for me to give away things that I've knit.
I give away almost everything I knit, so that's what I've always done.
I mean, most of the stuff I knit now ends up in the store, but eventually it ends up in my closet. I did not bring, anyway, I brought a few things with me. First of all, I had 45 things in my closet and cedar chest.
Wow.
45. Yep,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. I do not wear that many. A lot of them I can't wear anymore because they're too small. Because I gained weight once we opened the store. It's the stress of all you people. No, just joking. Just joking.
But it wasn't me that early on because I didn't
No,
work here.
it's the stress of running a business. You
Yeah,
know?
business is hard.
Anyway, so a bunch of them I can't wear. I gave a couple of them away yesterday. Again, it's hard for me to do, but I did it anyway. And I brought some to show you guys. Some that I like or whatever, or liked at the time. They're all really wrinkled, so just, sorry. This is a cute little Rowan sweater that I made. Look at this.
Look, it's got the little sailor
It's got the
back.
sailor collar.
Oh, I love that.
This is made out of,
Cotton glacé.
yes, thank you, cotton glacé by Rowan.
I'm getting better at it.
Yep.
Not as good as Janine, but
Yeah, so that one was a fun one to do.
that's cute.
Not,
wear that.
not really my style now. I think the sleeves would be way too long for you.
Well, yeah,
Because
because
tall, not tall.
short arms.
All right, this was were you around when we had Twinkle? I don't think you were. Twinkle was, I don't know if she still is, a designer in New York who did really chunky knits. And so we carried her yarn for a little bit. And I made this little top, which I never wore either because it's a little small on me. But I could see wearing it at some point. Oh, I don't have buttons. I thought I had buttons on here. I guess maybe I never put the buttons on because it doesn't fit. But
It's cute.
that's cute. Yeah. So that was done in probably 2008 or something. That other one that I showed you was done in the 90s. And then I went through a crochet phase after we bought the store. This is a Noro, I don't know, Silk Garden or, I don't know. That's kind of,
Probably Silk Garden.
so yeah, that was fun to crochet. It smells a little bit like mothballs because apparently we put mothballs in the cedar chest at one point.
Why?
No, I don't know. I guess I was freaked out about something. A moth, perhaps?
Probably. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun to crochet. And then I have another crochet shawl, which
I remember this one.
I don't remember what yarn this was. I don't remember. It's,
I remember being in the store though.
yeah, I don't remember. So that one. This was called, oh, now I'm not gonna remember that either. You know what, I'll try to figure out what the names of these are, and
That's huge.
it is huge. So was that other one.
Yeah.
And you know, here's the deal. I like making shawls. I don't wear them. I just don't wear them because, I don't know, I just don't. Every once in a while I'll put one on and I wear it here and then I think, I don't really like that.
My favorite one is my Faroese one because it just sits there.
Yeah.
You know, it just sits perfectly on your shoulders.
Right.
You don't, I can walk around, I can do whatever. I don't need to worry about dinking with it or wrapping it around or
Yeah.
otherwise. I just like the little ones that I can wear under my coat. So you can
Yeah,
wrap
I mean, I
around
wear them
like
under my
that,
coat, yeah.
But like a big one like that, I would really have no purpose.
I mean,
for
I could
something
see,
that
I could
huge.
see wearing it over the top of my coat, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
can't see that. I think that would fall off, and then I would not have my shawl anymore.
Yeah. So, and then I didn't bring any of the Norwegian sweaters I've knit. I have a few in my closet. Well, I ran across 3 yesterday. One for my
Wow.
husband, which is gigantic because he's 6'2", but he never wears. I'm hoping my older son will take it. It'll be big on him because he's very thin, but he's 6'5", so
Yeah.
at least the length will be right.
Yeah.
Then I have 2 Norwegian sweaters in my closet. My son said, "Oh, I remember that sweater. Why don't you ever wear it?" And I said, "Well, it doesn't really fit me right now." So, and then the other one, I go through phases, and like some winters I'll wear it, and some winters I won't. That's okay.
I've only made one Norwegian sweater, and that was for my mom.
Yeah, yeah, I remember when you did that. But I do have this Fair Isle sweater that I knit in the early 90s probably, or late 80s. I can't remember exactly.
It's lovely.
So,
Those are great colors.
yeah. So here's the deal, though. The pattern book was from the 80s. Look at these sleeves. They're
You know
really
what?
wide and kind. I know I could
coming-
sew them.
but no,
oh,
it's
you think it's
coming
coming back?
back.
Yeah.
No, there's a
I
bunch
don't
of
know.
those dolmany things.
This is made out of Harrisville.
Wow, and you had your own little tag.
Yeah, had some tags made. My Norwegian sweaters, I knit the date and the collar so I could tell when each of those were done. But anyway,
Cute.
there you go. Now, if I can finish my other Fair Isle sweater, I can say, look, I've made 2. It's just that the tiny needles because this is very thin yarn.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's 5 of my 45. So a 9th of my,
I don't think I've made any actual Fair Isle sweaters.
yeah.
I've made very few sweaters though, so
And that's,
And
I don't know how many
almost
baby
none of them
sweaters
for
and
me,
stuff.
so.
Yeah. I have a lot of baby clothes
Yeah.
around in the house too.
I would actually like to make a vest, a Fair Isle vest.
As you should.
I
And you
probably
should steak it and cut it.
Yeah, I can do that. I
Yep.
know how. I'm smart. I can handle things.
So yeah. Now I have to get some boxes and put all the sweaters in boxes and find a place in my house to put them while they're working on my closet.
Mm-hmm.
Which shouldn't be hard. I have plenty of space in my house. I've got that big cedar closet, but I realized,
It's full of stuff.
no, I realized a long time ago that cedar closet, there's apparently it's right under one of our bathrooms, and there's a leak, and so it's kind of moldy. It smells moldy in there. It just needs to be fixed, and I just haven't done it, so I don't really want to. I have some yarn in there, but to use it, I'd have to put it in charcoal
Mm-hmm. Boxes.
boxes for a while, and I haven't done it, so I'm not gonna put any stuff in there because I don't want it to start smelling musty.
Yeah.
But I can take over my daughter's room for a while, probably.
You could. She's probably not going to be back before then.
I know she won't be back before then. Yeah, so other things that are coming up, we've got our grand reopening's coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Pencil it in. Come see us. We're gonna have
Yeah.
so much fun.
we are. We have a party on Friday the 2nd from 4 to 6 p.m. And we have a special guest coming.
We do.
Should I tell them?
I think we should.
Okay. So Melissa Leapman's coming. Yay, Melissa. She's not coming as, she's not coming to do a guest
Okay.
appearance or
Nope.
to knit with us or anything like that. She's just coming because she likes our store and she wants to celebrate with us. So
Yes,
that's
which is
exciting.
awesome.
Yeah,
So
very awesome.
nice of her.
It
come
is to
see
make a
us.
trip out here,
Yeah.
on her own.
Yeah.
To come and see us. That's so sweet. So we're excited about that. So she'll be here Friday night. I don't know that she'll be here at all Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, at least in the yarn department, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have a couple of things happening. Saturday, I'm going to be doing a kumihimo demonstration. I don't have any kumihimo with me to show you, but it's a Japanese braiding technique. And I know very rudimentary stuff, but it's kind of fun to do. I used to walk around my daughter's soccer games. Instead of sitting and knitting, I would walk the field, and I'd do my kumihimo as I was walking. It was fun.
Wow.
So I'll bring doing a little demo on that. I don't know at what time of the day, so just keep looking at our newsletter. We'll put it on
Yeah.
there.
Keep your eyes peeled.
And then on Sunday afternoon, we're going to have Knitting My Way Home is going to come and do a pop-up shop of just spinning fiber. So Knitting My Way Home is a hand dyer. They were one of the vendors at our Cloud9 retreat last summer.
Very nice people.
And, yeah, and she does other shows around Minnesota. And so she's going to come and she's going to bring her spinning wheel. She's going to spin. And so she'll be demoing spinning and selling her fiber. And Shelly's going to come and do some drop spindle as a demo as well.
Yep.
So come and see that.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for that weekend. Unless we come up with some other things.
trunk
Probably.
shows.
Oh, yeah, we got two
We have
trunk shows
two
coming
trunk
in.
shows. We've got Toad Hollow, who is a hand dyer out of, I want to say Michigan, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I should have written that down somewhere. But she has some really fun yarns. We're going to get some mini sets in and some, she has a mohair, which I think is fabulous. And
Mohair makes me itch, so I will not be buying mohair.
I love mohair. I have entire boxes of mohair.
I have some mohair at home. It's in that moldy cedar closet. I should maybe give it to you, and then you can
That would be fine. I would take it.
you
'cause
can put it in charcoal.
I would
Get
do
rid of
that.
the smell.
Because I hope to make a blanket someday.
It's Legrand.
Nice. I have many patterns for Legrand. And then we also have Lickin' Flames coming in. They do yarn bowls, and they do shawl pins, both of which we're gonna get, and they have some little scissor fobs. So
Oh, that's fun.
yeah. So I said, send them over.
Why
Let's
not?
check them out because I like my scissor fobs. So, and I know a lot of needle pointers use them because it's it's easy to find your stuff in your bag if you say, oh hey, here's that thing.
Instead of poking your hand.
Instead of poking your hand.
Yeah, it's always a good plan.
So that's who's coming, and so they'll be available starting on Friday, hopefully. Everything goes out well. And yeah, I'm excited. And for the Lickin' Flames, they're sending like 9 or 10 yarn bowls, but we can special order from them. And so come early and check them all out. And yeah, I love their stuff. I love it's not.
They're very nice people too. Really
they are
super
very nice people. Yeah, I've talked to them at shows, but they do like the raku pottery. You can just look it up. It's fabulous.
RAKU.
Yes, it's a method in which you're burning paper with in the kiln, and so it.
Oh, I didn't know
releases-
that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, I have taken pottery classes, and that is why I appreciate
You
it
are
so
a woman
much.
of many skills.
Yeah, well,
Or many classes.
Many classes. I like to try everything. I find that if you try it, then you know how much work goes into it, and you can appreciate it better. Pottery looks easy, but it is not. And I always have trouble keeping centered, which I know won't surprise you. on Twitter the other day, there was someone, they apparently do little tiny pottery, like this big. They're spinning
Wow.
it on a wheel, and they're using like a little, like toothpicky type of thing to, you know. And
Okay.
I was just like mesmerized, because I'm like, wow, look at that, that's amazing.
Huh. Interesting.
So, yeah, that's, and they were actually, instead of putting it in a kiln, they were actually heating it on the wheel with like a blowtorch. So it was stunning.
That sounds cool.
It was cool. So yeah, we got pottery coming, and we got yarn, and they'll be sending sock yarn too, a lot of sock yarn. So
Look in Flames?
no, Toad Hollow.
I was like,
Liquid
what?
Flames doesn't have any sock yarn.
I didn't think so.
They just
All
got
right.
pottery
Sorry, I'm
stuff.
sorry, I was confused. And, you know, I'm
Yes.
trying to rip out stitches and,
Well, if you
Whatever.
would make mistakes, you would.
Oh, shush up. Like you've never made a mistake in your knitting.
Yes, but I don't care. See, that'd be the difference. My rule is, if I'm not
Hey.
entering in the fair, what difference does it make?
You know what? I will say, this is our 3K abstract yarn that I'm using. It has gone through this ripping out and reknitting process multiple times, and it still looks great.
It does. So, yay us
Yay.
for choosing the best yarn.
Yeah, and we should have more of that coming in before too long.
I hope so. We'll be here for Folk Knitting Live.
I don't know. I hope so. We'll see.
We'll be over there all weekend.
So Vogue Knitting Live is coming the following weekend after our grand reopening, so the 9th through the 11th. It's going to be at the Minneapolis Convention Center. And if you don't know what Vogue Knitting Live is, it's a consumer trade show, basically. I mean, they have tons of classes. They have a market where people like us will have booths. They have lots of knitting celebrities that will be there, evening activities.
Arnie and Carlos will be giving the keynote speech on Friday night or Thursday
I think,
night.
yeah,
whatever
I
it
don't
is.
remember which night it is.
But they are delightful, so you should go see them.
Yeah.
I
So,
believe all their classes are sold out, but
yeah, a bunch of the classes are sold out, but there's still a bunch that are still available. I signed up for one last week
hey,
on Sunday morning on
Cool.
how to knit faster.
oh my God,
Yeah.
she's really competitive. It's a disease.
I am competitive. You know, I already knit fast. I know that.
You knit faster than anyone else. I know.
I realize that that's most people's reactions, but it's being taught by Amy Dachin, who
Oh.
has made many trips to the Shetland Islands and is friends with one of the two women in the world who go back and forth on who's the fastest. And if you've ever, her name is Hazel something. If you ever watch her knit, I am nowhere near as fast as her. So I'm hoping that Amy's got some great ideas. Now, Hazel does use a knitting belt and long, straight, double-pointed needles, which I don't know that I will ever do, but I want to try it sometime. Maybe Amy will have a knitting belt
Maybe.
there to try out. I've thought about buying one off of Etsy.
How much are they?
Oh, they're not terribly expensive. But if I can try one out before I buy it, that's worth
Yeah.
it. And there may be other things. You know, the thing, and I can't show you because I don't have any knitting to show you with right now. One of the things that bugs me about my knitting is that it's not the actual act of putting the yarn around the needle. It's getting the needle into the stitches. I often miss. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a speed thing, but it's also,
Accuracy.
there's got to be some way to make me more accurate.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I get a tip on that.
That would be good.
And I've known Amy since the early 80s. She and I were both, not the early 80s, mid 80s, we were both in the Minnesota Knitters Guild. And so I've known her for a really long time. And then she moved out of Minnesota and now she's moving back. So,
Is she?
yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, that'll be nice.
If she hasn't already done so already, I don't know. So she's been living in Wisconsin for a long time. She's the perennial helper at Meg Swanson's knitting camp. And yeah, so anyway, I thought it'd be fun to take a class with Amy. Amy of the purple hair and purple everything. Purple's her favorite color.
Purple's a good color.
It's your favorite too, but you're not like her, even though you do have purple on today.
I do have purple on today, yes.
But she generally wears all shades of purple every day, and she has purple hair.
Yeah,
So she's a purple-holic.
that sounds like it. I actually didn't like purple till I started knitting.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I used to really prefer for blue, but all yarn looks good in purple. It's what I discovered, and so now it's purple.
There you go. And this is a fabulous purple.
That is a fabulous purple because of the undershade of the fuchsia there.
It's
Although
gorgeous.
I find most shades of purple good.
Oh, so anyway, getting back to Vogue Knitting Live, we'll have a booth there. Come and see us at the booth. We will
We'll both be there most of the weekend.
Yep, we'll be highlighting a few yarns. One is Kelborn Woolens. We'll have their Scout and Andorra, which we don't currently have in the store, but we will after the show. Kelborn used to be, for the longest time, the distributor of the Fiber Company yarns, and they just developed their own yarn line. They're no longer distributing the Fiber Company. They have 4 yarns. We're only getting 2. One of them is a summer yarn, so maybe next summer we'll get that one.
Yeah.
And the other one's a remake of the old Germantown yarn. There's a mill in Pennsylvania near where they're located, where Kelborn is located, and it's the old Germantown mill. It's where Germantown wool yarn used to be made, and they have reinvented it.
Which is cool.
Yeah, but it's a workhorse yarn. We just don't need any more of those in the store right now. So, and then Scout and Andorra, I believe, are both sport weight or DK. I can't remember.
There's something like that.
Yeah, but
We had those kits with the Andorra.
yes. So last year or earlier this year for I Love Yarn Day, Kelborn worked with
That was
Laura
local yarn
Nelkin?
Shop day.
local yarn shop day. Sorry. I think they worked with
It was
Laura Nelkin
Nelkin. I think it was-
to develop a pattern for a shawl that used Andorra. And so we had Andorra in the store briefly, and people kept saying, well, do you have the yarn? Not just the kits? And they're like, no, we just have a little bit of this yarn. So
Yeah.
we'll have that for, longer term
Yep. It's a beautiful
after
yarn.
the show. And we'll have a bunch of their samples in the booth. And then we'll be highlighting Mrs. Crosby yarns as well. They're sending us a bunch of kits.
Which is awesome.
And finally, Polka Dot Sheep. We're the only store in the
Yay.
Twin Cities in Minnesota, I believe, that carries Polka Dot Sheep yarn. And they're sending us a bunch of their Tenderfoot 80/20 fingering weight, as well as, I can't remember for sure. Well, I know that they're sending us a super bulky that's similar to Rasta, but in their fabulous colors. And then they may be sending us another yarn. I can't remember right now. And a bunch of their hat kits again. So we had their hat kits during Shop Hop, and they sold really well. So
Yes.
we're getting a bunch of them back for the marketplace at Vogue Knitting Live.
So come on by.
Yeah.
Buy 'em.
And, all of us will be there at one point or the other. So Cecilia and I will be there most of the weekend. Shelley will be there some. Elizabeth will be there some. Jane will be there some. The only 2 people from our staff that won't be there are Stephanie and Shane.
Yep.
So the rest of us will be there at some point or the other, so come by and say hi.
Yeah. Come by multiple times and say hi.
Yeah, there you
Whatever.
go. You might see a different person. And we're in booth 219 and 221.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
um,
And that Friday is book club for the shop here, and
Right.
Laura will be staying at Bogating Live, and I will be running book club. We're doing Howard's End, so if you'd like to read that and come by and discuss it, we always have a very nice time, and some of us will like the book and some of us won't, and we will all discuss what we like and what we don't like.
nicely.
Overly.
Always.
Mostly.
Pretty nicely.
Mostly. There's never been a fist fight. So,
And then, and I'm sad I'm going to be missing book club, but I'm not sad that I don't have to read Howard's End.
I've never read it, so.
I
it'll
read
be
it when I was in
interesting.
college, and I don't think I want to read it again.
No, that's fine.
And then on Saturday, that same weekend, November 10th, we're participating in SCSL's 10,000 Knitter program. So the 10,000 Knitter program, and darn it, I should have brought one of those little kits out.
Yeah.
10,000 Knitter is a way to get new knitters, new people started knitting, right? So we have 10 kits. You can come in. Now, I assume that everybody that's listening to this podcast already knits.
Yes.
Well, I
But
suppose
maybe
some
not.
people, I know Lee, who watches, is a crocheter, so she doesn't knit. So let's say Lee wanted to learn how to knit. She could come in that day, get a free kit. We're going to have instruction from 11 to noon that day, so you can sit down and learn how to cast on and knit, and then off you go with your new kit to make some, I think they're little mitts. I don't even have a
Yeah.
picture of what the mitts look like.
They're little fingerless mitts.
Yeah. If you are already a knitter and you want to have one of those kits so you can use it to teach one of your friends to knit, you can get one of those as well. But again, we only have 10 kits and we're not reserving them ahead of time. So if you're going to come in and do the little class at 11 o'clock, come in early so you can get a kit. If you're planning on teaching one of your friends, come in early so you can get a kit.
Or
The
bring
theme
their
is
friend with.
come in early,
Come in
so
early.
you can get your kit.
Yes.
Because we only have 10.
Yes.
Did I say that? We only have 10.
10.
Yeah,
There's
10.
10. No more,
Yeah.
no less.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's going on that day as well. And
November's gonna be very busy.
yeah.
'Cause then we got Thanksgiving and
Well, I don't have Thanksgiving
I have Thanksgiving.
because I'll be in England.
We're doing the turkey trot with Serena,
Fun.
and Shane will be there with her family.
Nice.
So, although I suspect her family and her will run and we will walk it, but we'll see. And then Charles is making a big old spread.
Cool.
Not for Shane and her family, for our family. And then on Saturday I have to come and work. So if you come in that small business Saturday, I'll be here.
Yeah, just FYI, we last year we decided not to be open on Black Friday, and we're going to continue that.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Yeah, so we do all of our, holiday season kickoff on Small Business Saturday. So
come in that day.
don't come by the store on Friday, on Black Friday. We
No.
won't be here.
Won't be here.
Well,
Eat
I won't be here anyway
leftovers.
because England.
She'll be in England. Not taking me yet again.
Nope.
Nope.
Taking the whole family, and I'm hoping that we all survive.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
And I don't mean survive like plane crash or train crash or something like that. I meant I hope we're all
She
talking
doesn't-
by the end.
She doesn't want to push him in front of the train. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But England doesn't have the death penalty.
Well, there you go.
And they don't have life sentences.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yep. So there you go.
You learn something new every day on this show.
You do.
Just telling you.
These are the things I know.
I think she knows lots more. So what else do we need to talk about? Do we have anything else or?
I think we should probably get done here. I mean, look how much
All right, but
I've
wait,
missed.
I've got like
But wait, there's more.
I've got like 4 stitches to take out. I can't just stop now.
Oh.
You'd have to push the button. You'd have to say goodbye, everybody, and push the button. Can you do it, Cecilia?
I don't know. I'm not very good at pushing buttons. What if I?
Well, you
knock
push
the
my
side?
buttons all the time, but
Oh. Make
all
sure
right,
tip
last stitch.
your waitresses. We're here all week.
All right, well, I'm done now, so I guess we're done.
We're done.
Thanks for joining us. I hope the sound is better this week. I know there were a couple of complaints about the buzzing. I think I know what the problem was, so I'm hoping it's better. But if not, I apologize.
Yes, and let us know.
Yeah. All right. Oh, in order to enter the contest for this lovely skein of yarn, all you have to do is comment on our blog on YouTube.
Yes.
All right. See you guys.
Seeing you.